Welcome to Friendly Math 101. Today's lesson is over simplifying radicals, also known as square roots. Our first example is the square root of 36. Well, we know that the square root of 36 is 6, so that's going to be our answer. However, I'm going to show you how to do this using prime factorization. Prime factorization is just breaking up the number into just prime numbers, prime factors. We always want to start out drawing a table. The number we're trying to prime factorize goes at the top of the table. When we do this, we're going to use only prime numbers to break up 36. And I always want to start with the lowest prime number. The lowest prime number is 2. Then I want to work my way up. So just a few prime numbers I want to look for: 2, 3, 5, and 7. Those I'm going to use basically every time in that order. So we're going to start with 2. If 2 can go into 36 evenly, then I'm going to write it on my table. Fortunately, it can. 2 times 18 is 36. Again, we can divide by 2. So I use my 18, break it up into 2 times 9. 9 cannot be divided by 2, so I need to move on to my next prime number, which is 3. 9 can be divided by 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Now I need to stop. I stop when I have my last number is prime. So my last number is 3, which we know is prime. And I'm going to bring that to the outside of the table. So the last number you always bring outside the table. This right here is the prime factorization of 36. To get my answer, I need to circle my pairs. I have one pair of 2s and one pair of 3s. You take one number from each pair and you multiply them together. So 2 times 3 gives me 6. That would be my answer. In our next example, again, I'm going to write our 4 numbers that we always want to go to. Draw my table. Put the number I'm trying to factor at the top. And I'll start with 2. So 2 does go into 1008, and I get 504. Divided by 2 again, I get 252. Divided by 2 again, I get 126. Divided by 2 again, and I get 63. Now I can't divide by 2 anymore, so I move on to 3. I can divide by 3. I get 21. I can divide by 3 again. I get 7. 7 is prime, so I stop and bring 7 outside. The next thing is to circle your pairs. So I have 2 pairs of 2 and a pair of 3s. Again, we're going to take one number from each pair and multiply them together. So 2 times 2 times 3 makes 12. In this case, we have an extra number left over. Any numbers left over go underneath the square root. And so my answer here is 12 square root of 7. For my next example, again, I want to use my same 4 numbers. Draw my table and work my way down. 2 does not go into 875. 3 does not go into 875. So my next option is 5. 5 does go into 875, and I get 175 when I divide those. I can divide by 5 again to get me 35. Divide by 5 again to give me 7. 7 is prime, so it comes outside of the table. Circle my pairs. In this case, I only have one pair of 5s, which means I take 1 5, put it on the outside. Whatever's left goes underneath. This time I have 2 numbers left, so all you want to do is multiply them together. 5 times 7 makes 35. So my answer is 5 square root of 35. Thank you for watching, and for more math tutorials, please subscribe to our channel, Friendly Math 101.